All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another Skinterview. My name is Stephanie, and I'm here with Mr. Skin, and I'm here with one of the members of GWAR. Would you care to introduce yourself today?
Oh, that's right. It's me. It's Blöthar the Berserker of GWAR.
Thank you for joining us, Blöthar. I'm so excited to have you here. Now, we're quarantined, or we're, in the pandemic here in Chicago. Where are you currently spending the pandemic?
I am right now. I am in a television studio in war-torn Richmond, Virginia.
That's great. Blöthar, does COVID affect you guys? I mean, COVID can't affect you guys, right?
No, I mean, of course not. We don't have COVID. It affects us in the sense that we're not out and able to throttle the life out of humans because something else is, and we feel a little jealous of COVID, if anything.
Does that make your job easier? You can't, you don't have to worry about humans, or is that something you guys would rather be doing right now?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we'd rather be out there, doing what we do, which is doing live performances and, like I said, throttling the life out of human beings. But, unfortunately, COVID-19, it's our own fault because we should have gotten COVID-20, but you know how expensive they are. You can't even drive them off the lot.
That makes sense. Well, thanks for talking to us today. We thought this was actually a pretty good mix for GWAR and Mr. Skin to meet, because you guys do a lot of spectacle. You have a lot of nudity. You like to make fun of human sexuality. And that's kind of what we're all about. One thing we like especially is obviously sex scenes. And we have a number of sex scenes on our site that involve monsters, aliens, all kinds of creatures. Does GWAR have any favorite creature human sex scenes from movies or TV shows?
Well, I mean, as far as creature humans, I always like the movie Sausage Party, right? Where you have like all the weird food sex going on. Like you've got I think the hot dog bun and the taco. Like,
yeah,
who sees that coming? Team America, that was pretty good. That's a very GWAR scene. There's lots of fluids involved, and that's GWAR sex scenes tend to end in a terrible amount of fluid being sprayed everywhere. Yeah, so Team America, World Police, that's a good one. I always liked, a classic, The Naked Gun, where the old pervert Leslie Nielsen having sex in a body condom with the wife of of Elvis Presley, Priscilla Presley, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Is that who it is that he's doing that with?
Yes.
How weird. I didn't even realize that until I said it out loud.
How about you, Mr. Skin? Do you have some favorite creature sex scenes?
Well, I think Alien, the movie Alien is, to me, with Sigourney Weaver, one of the sexiest movies. Even though there's not a ton of nudity, Sigourney Weaver in that is so hot, and it's such a cool movie. That always is up there in my favorite space nudes is Alien from 1979.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Alien is a good sort of monster thing. And then I think there's in Total Recall, isn't there some sort of weird alien?
Well, yeah, you're talking about the three-breasted woman.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the three-breasted, which is not nearly enough, by the way. But Blöthar prefers six-breasted.
Yeah, that's Lycia Naff in that scene. Yeah, that's a famous scene. It's she has three breasts, and they say breasts are like martinis. Like one's not enough and three's too many. But in your world, six sounds like the perfect amount.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So in general, though, what are GWAR's feelings on human sexuality? Does it gross you guys out? Do you like to celebrate it like we do?
I mean, humans are, GWAR obviously is about transgression, right? And about transgressiveness. And we don't discourage humans from expressing their sexuality. And GWAR certainly has a wide range of fans whose sexuality is, I think, covers pretty much the entire spectrum. And we're proud of that. We're proud that we give something that people of all persuasion, stripes, interests that they can attach themselves to. However, GWAR ourselves, yes, humans are a little gross to us, right? I mean, they're far too fragile for GWAR. Like I said, I mean, like, two boobs. What are you going to do with that?
Ah.
Yeah.
Who knows,
Right.
Well, we're glad to have you here. I know that your album Scumdogs of the Universe is celebrating its 30-year anniversary on this planet. How do you feel creating music for over 3 decades?
Well, I mean, of course, in GWAR lore, we've been creating music a lot longer than that, even before we were stranded here on the planet in sort of a Gilligan's Island situation that GWAR finds themselves in. But, so, I mean, we've been doing it a long time, but in human years, yes, this 30 years, it does feel like the funny thing is that it feels like just yesterday since that record came out. I mean, we've put out a lot of material since then. A lot of things have happened, but going back and playing the material, and the re-release of Scumdogs is actually remixed, so it sounds a lot more modern, a lot better. And it's been really fun to revisit that material. Plus, as I explained before we started, back in those days, it was before I had experienced mitosis and Beefcake had divided through cellular mitosis. I used to be Beefcake the Mighty. So on that album, I'm playing bass guitar, which is much funner than singing, by the way.
Oh, really? You prefer playing bass to singing?
No, yeah, singers are douchebags and dicks, but bass players know where it's at.
Gotcha. Where did you learn to play bass, Blöthar? Is that something that you just kind of naturally know based on your pre-treating?
I mean, well, who can't play bass? I mean, come on, let's be honest. Like, there's only 4 strings. It's the instrument that you get your friend who sucks into the band. Like, come on over here. We want to have a party and drink a bunch of beer. Here's this asshole. He can't do anything. Give him the bass guitar.
Yeah.
But I mean, at some level, that's a little bit true. But
yeah, bass just gets assigned to somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody wants to be, play lead guitar or drums or something. But no, I mean, Sleazy P. Martini, who is the manager of GWAR, basically he found us imprisoned in ice in Antarctica, and he took one look at us and he said, "You know what? These guys look stupid enough that I could probably make some money if I turned them into rock musicians." So basically he sat us in front of a television set and hit play. And we watched MTV and learned how to, strut around like idiots on stage.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people came to know GWAR through MTV. I know that you guys were on Beavis and Butthead a lot, is how a lot of people here at Mr. Skin know you all. How do you guys feel about your contribution to shows like Beavis and Butthead or other MTV programs?
Well, Beavis and Butthead was a very important thing for GWAR. And those are 2 humans that I can really appreciate.
You like Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they're smart. They really know what's going on. TP for my bunghole, Cornholio, the whole routine, and Mike Judge himself. What a very great artist. And Beavis, I think that we first discovered that that it was Beavis that was really into GWAR, right? Like that was his very favorite band. And so whenever GWAR would come on, they would just scream at the top of their lungs, which is not an uncommon reaction to GWAR. No. So that was cool. And it definitely did help. And we meet a lot of people, after you've been around for 30 years, you get a lot of, my grandfather really likes your band. Yeah, I remember you on Beavis and Butthead. But, and now, or later we were on the Beavis and Butthead video game, like the goal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The goal of it was to see a GWAR show. But I mean, I think that's a good representation of your typical GWAR fan there.
Definitely. Do you find that your audience skews older in general, or are you getting some younger fans these days?
Well, GWAR definitely spans the generations. I mean, like any band that's been around for 30 years, you're going to have older fans, but you put GWAR on stage in front of a preschool audience and they're going to love it. I mean, let's face it. What's not to love? You know, we've got a lot in common. We can't control our bowels either. So, you know, I need to be changed right now. But yeah, I mean, so we did the Warp Tour, for instance, you know, with a bunch of very, very young fans. They love it. You know, people that see GWAR enjoy it. It's a spectacle. It's fun to watch. And I think it always surprises people. It's not what they expect it to be.
No, rarely. I mean, I know that you just mentioned Warp Tour here in Chicago. We've seen you at Riot Fest a couple of times, and we were sad, obviously, to not have the festival this year. But
Right.
Since you come to Chicago often, what would you do in your free time here in Chicago?
That's a difficult question. I mean, other than eat sausages and pizza, I don't know.
I wasn't sure if it would be mostly people consumption and mutilation.
Yeah. No,
Sausage mutilation.
when I'm in Chicago, I like to eat people from Chicago who have recently eaten a sausage.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's hard not to consume a lot of trans fats when you're eating people from Chicago.
That's true.
But you know, I mean, generally, the only time we go is when we're playing a show there. So I'm just hanging around backstage, working my way through mountains of cocaine. I don't ever go outside and see the Windy City.
No, there's so much to do. I don't know if you would like a day at the beach, but you could have that, you know.
There's a beach there?
Yeah, believe it or not.
I don't believe it.
You could come visit the Mr. Skin offices next time you're there. I know so many people that work for us love you guys. That would be a big thrill.
It would be fun. I mean, usually when we go there, we would sometimes do stuff with the AV Club and the Onion folks. So we'd be performing, you know, but I mean, that would be fantastic, going to see the Mr. Skin offices. We'd love that. Well,
Blöthar, I could tell you this, when you come to our office, it's one of the few offices where you get in trouble if you don't have porn on your computer.
Oh, geez.
That's true. That's how you know someone's not working.
We're definitely going to have problems because we really don't even have computers. We have stone tablets.
Do you get in trouble if there's not porn on your stone tablet?
On my stone tablet.
Yeah.
It's very time consuming.
I want to go back for a second to Scumdogs of the Universe. Are you guys doing anything to celebrate?
Well, yes, we are. We have like I said, the 30th anniversary box set, which is coming out, and then the standalone record that's coming out. We're also we're working up a very special performance, which I can't really give too many details about, but that's coming up. GWAR's going to be doing, we're not really announcing it yet, but some kind of there's going to be a live stream event that is associated with these things. So there's some cool stuff that's coming out, and people can, you know, just keep your eyes open. We also have it's not really tied to Scumdogs, but we do have a drive-in show on October 10th in Richmond, which is fun. And, you know, certainly going to be doing a lot more off of Scumdogs because of the recent release.
Right. So that's October 10th in Richmond?
Yeah, right. Yes.
Is that going to be your first drive-in show?
Yeah, I mean.
How are you guys going to coordinate this? Is there anything you can kind of tease for us?
Well, yeah, I mean, like I can't imagine it. Like, you know, the instant image in my head is just a demolition derby, like in the middle of it. But apparently the way that we do this, you know, they lay it out like an old-fashioned drive-in. And then you get up there on the stage and you play, and we're trying to work out our technology so that we can really hit the people in the cars with our spew. You know, I mean, that's a challenge. We do have festival hoses like we use when we're at a place like the Riot Fest that can reach pretty far. So I'm hoping that people have lots of windshield wiper fluid and are well prepared for this.
Yeah, if anyone's tuning in that doesn't know, GWAR is pretty well known for having a big spectacle on stage. There's lots of blood, there's lots of fluids. And Blöthar, is there anything about that that you really miss right now? Like some of your favorite on stage moments you'd love to talk about?
Well, I mean, on stage, you know, we've been killing Trump for the past, I don't know, 2 years. He just keeps coming back. Like, you know, we kill him
That's
every night.
crazy.
Trust me, he's not going anywhere because we kill him and then he just shows right back up, which is probably what's going to happen on November 3rd. But anyway, it's, you know, so, I mean, we miss, of course, we miss being out there playing rock music. We miss, you know, every time GWAR plays, we're attacked by our enemies. That's part of the show. We're a band that actually has enemies. So they sweep it, you know, sort of swoop in and fly down on us. And we're involved in some sort of you know, violent activity concerning that. And, you know, I mean, we miss it, you know, of course, we miss the fray of the battle. We miss being out there and the, you know, the looking out at the, just an ocean of pimply faced, acne ridden, I don't know, diseased humanity. That's what we miss.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, now there's a lot more disease. So
Yeah, there's a lot more disease right now, and it's you know, destroying humans left and right. So that's great.
yeah.
Well,
You're doing a good job of it yourselves. You don't need us at all, it seems.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I do know that you guys like to mutilate different celebrities. I mean, you mentioned Trump. Who are some celebrities right now that you wish that you could really go after?
Well, I mean, GWAR just sort of has a just an obligation to pull apart celebrities, and you know, I mean, and we've done all kinds of things. Justin Bieber, he's not really in the news, but you know, we certainly had our incidents with him. I think Caitlyn Jenner on the last tour would show up. I'm not really sure. I mean, Cardi B, maybe we'd take care of Cardi B. Although she seems a little dangerous. She might actually shoot us with a money gun and kill, you know.
That would be a really amazing fight to watch.
Yeah. I think she'd be a difficult one for us.
She'd put up a fight for sure.
Right. You know, I mean, Joe Biden, there's hardly any challenge there at all, really. I mean, just gonna blow on him hard and he's dead.
That's true too. So do you guys, I mean, I know there's obviously a lot of celebrities that you want to mutilate, but are there any celebrities that you crush on? You know, obviously here at Mr. Skin, we kind of have crushes on every celebrity that's ever gone naked. Do you have any celebrities that you appreciate?
Honey Boo Boo.
Oh. I believe her name's Alana. That's wonderful.
Ilana, is that her name? You know, and not the old Honey Boo Boo, of course. Like, I'm not some crazy freaking pervert. Like, but I'm talking about the new old enough Honey Boo Boo. Is she old enough? I don't know. I think she's.
I don't know.
I think I heard somewhere that she was actually 65 years old. I have no idea.
I think I froze for a second. There we go. Somebody messaged me privately to say she is not, as in.
No! Well then, I take it all back. No Honey Boo Boo. No Honey Boo Boo.
You like her work, is what you meant.
I like her work. Yes.
Yeah. Mama June though is old enough.
Yeah, Mama June, maybe. Yeah, Mama June. Yeah, sure, Mama June.
So I did ask some friends and fans, you know, like Mr. Skin mentioned, we have a lot of fans here at Mr. Skin. I know one of our employees is in the band Bong Ripper, and they're a big fan.
Oh no, Bong Ripper.
Yeah. So, you know, hello from Bong Ripper.
Right.
And do you have any messages for your fans during these times?
Well, of course I do. I want you people to keep the faith. I want you to understand that GWAR will be back and that we will be performing somewhere near you. You will be able to lose yourself and leave this hectic and miserable world and just, you know, just live out your fantasies through GWAR soon. Trust us. We'll be there.
This is going to be exciting. I did ask some people if they had any questions they wanted to make sure that I asked GWAR. And one of them was coming from one of your fans who just had a birthday. They wanted to know how GWAR celebrates birthdays. I don't know if you guys are even interested in celebrating something like that, but
How we celebrate birthdays?
yeah.
Well, generally with tears at this point, right? It's not really a celebration at all. It's more like a mass.
And a question that a lot of people were asking is just on a rough average, how much blood and semen is usually involved in your guys' shows?
Well, everybody focuses on the blood and semen, but there's also urine in there too. I mean, so and all and there's a lot of different kinds of fluids. Generally, we go through, I think, and this is not even an estimate. This is a very accurate. It's more than 100 gallons.
Oh wow, per show?
Per show, yeah.
That's a lot of blood and other fluid. Yeah.
Right.
How do you when you guys are going on tour, how do you decide, I guess, like how much of that to bring? Like whose job is it to do all of that?
Whose job is it to, well, I mean, yeah, GWAR definitely has weird looking budgets, right? So really, there's no planning involved. I mean, we just show up at a stage, show up somewhere to play a rock and roll show, and people come and we're attacked and we kill. But in reality, yes, there is, of course, a hardworking road crew that's making it all happen. And we don't really, I don't know that we've decided. It's just sort of become custom over the years that, we keep adding more and more things to kill and needing more and more blood and, and more sort of gags to do on stage that require this kind of liquid.
It's evolved so much. I mean, did you ever foresee this being your lifelong career basically on Earth?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Right. I wanted to be a professional pool player or something. I don't know. But no, certainly not. And it has evolved a lot. I mean, it's not really nudity, but like thinking about like the old Monty Python films, right? Like some of the technology involved in a GWAR show is stuff that we discovered watching Monty Python. The arm rip when they have the fire extinguisher that's shooting out, and that was a big influence on us. And and that's when we started. Certainly, that's what you'd get. You'd get a fire extinguisher full of blood, right? And then,
yeah.
And then we added another one, and the next thing you know, we've got 50-gallon tanks in the back with industrial grade air compressors.
We do have another question from Facebook. Who would Blöthar like to do a nude scene with?
Who would I like to do a nude scene with?
Yeah.
I don't know, Chaz Bono, maybe. Something like that. Something unexpected, I mean,
yeah.
Look, I've been getting pressure for a long time, like any young performer who is, and Blöthar is a sort of pansexual guy. I dated a Coke machine for a long time for us. These things are going to come up. You've got pushy producers who are asking me to, show a little more than maybe I'm comfortable with. Look, I've been down that road.
Right. So you wouldn't want to do a nude scene anytime soon, is what you're trying to say?
No, of course not. Look, I mean, I walk around. I don't know how much more I have to show you people. It's not easy for a big fat old alien to walk around with 4 udders sticking out, and then I've got a little bit of chest action going on here. I mean, I don't know what else you people want to see, but
I know you're showing plenty of cleavage as it is.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's what I would call it. I don't really know.
Yeah, me either. I mean, it does get cleaved, that's for sure.
That's the truth. So is there anything that you can tell us about that GWAR is working on in the near future, beyond your drive-in shows? Are you guys looking to do anything else like that or other kind of projects?
Well, I mean, we have an acoustic believe it or not, an acoustic. I think we're going to be putting out some acoustic releases, some singles, maybe even an
Oh.
acoustic album. We've been talking about doing an album of covers. We have a new album that we're working on right now.
Mhm.
And you know, the pandemic has been great. I mean, we don't like to be around each other anyway, so the pandemic is convenient. We can record the whole thing over the telephone, which is just fine with us. But yeah, we're working on new material for a record. We're working on, and the pandemic has also meant that we've had to do a lot more video and film work, which is something that GWAR used to do a lot of, and now we're back into doing some more of it.
Oh, that's exciting. Do we have
Yeah.
some videos to look forward to coming out?
That's right. Yes.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know a little bit about that. Can you tell us anything about these covers? What kinds of covers are you going to do?
Well, we've done a lot, and it's not, you know, we don't have that like cemented or anything, but it's certainly something that we've been discussing is the possibility of, because GWAR over the years we've collected a lot of recordings. I mean, on the last album, we did "If You Want Blood," the AC/DC song. We've done everything. I mean, we we used to get a list from that show, the AV Club, and they would give us, everybody had taken every song. Everybody's like, you guys are so creative in picking your covers, but it's just that they were all already chosen. So we had no choice but to do, oh, okay, here's a Billy Preston song. What are you going to do with it? You know? So, I mean, that's how we would wind up doing those. I mean, we did West End Girls by the Pet Shop Boys.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we've done, you know, a wide variety of songs that you don't expect, and they go through the GWAR meat grinder and come out on the other side looking like, well, something from Sausage Party, to be honest.
Yeah, beautiful sausage. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today, Blöthar. I think that's about all the time we have. Is there anything else you would like to leave us with before you go back to Skamdagia or whatever it is?
Well, I mean, I'd like to leave you with, you know, a bad case of something. You know, I'd like to leave you with COVID-19, but I can't.
I know.
Not over here. No, I wouldn't wish that on you people.
Thank
you do
you.
beautiful work. Keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you.
Thanks, Blöthar. Thanks so much.
All right.
And thanks everyone for listening. Goodbye.